Welcome to Gene Loves to Stream. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Avatar, The Way of Water, directed by James Cameron. It's rated PG-13 and its runtime is 3 hours and 12 minutes. I recommend Avatar 2 and give it 3.5 out of 4 hearts. It's an amusement park ride of a movie filled with wondrous sights and sounds. The visual and special effects are breathtaking and have no equal. You will be soaring through the sky on Forest Banshee, skipping along the water on skim wings, and galloping through the forest on dire horses. The 3D is the best to date. I was swatting away jellyfish and wiping water droplets from my brow. I recommend seeing it in 3D and in the IMAX to get the full experience, as I did. My criticisms are that it's too long and it suffers from a weak plot. Warning, this review contains spoilers. After defeating the Sky People and forcing them to leave Pandora and return to Earth, Jake Sully has become chief of the Forest People and has a family with Neytiri. They have 2 sons, Neteyam and Loak, a daughter, Tak, an adopted daughter, Kiri, and a human boy, Spider. Kiri was born from Grace Augustine's Avatar, and Spider was abandoned as an infant because he couldn't survive the return flight to Earth. Spider is the son of Miles Quaritch, initially unbeknownst to both of them. The Resources Developmental Administration, aka Sky People, returns and attempts to colonize Pandora. At the forefront are the recombinants, Na'vi avatars implanted with the minds of dead human soldiers led by Miles Quaritch. During the skirmish with the RDA, Spider is captured by Quaritch. Aware that Spider's knowledge of the Na'vi is now a threat, Jake and his family flee to seek asylum in a coral reef island, home of the Metkayina clan, led by Chief Tanawari and his wife Ronell. Jake and his family learn to adapt to reef life. Quaritch intercepts one of Jake's radio messages, discovers where he is hiding, and lures him to a trap by ordering whaling crews to mass murder Tulkuns, intelligent whale-like creatures. An ocean battle ensues involving the RDA in a whaling vessel versus the Sullys, Reef People, and the Tulkun Payakan. Neteyam is killed while saving Loak, Spider, and the Reef Chief's daughter. Jake defeats Quaritch in the flooded bowels of the vessel. Quaritch's seemingly lifeless body is resurrected by Spider. Although initially wanting to leave, Jake accepts an invitation from Tanawari to stay with his surviving family and make the island village his home. Without question, the stars of this $250 million+ movie are the visual and special effects executed by Weta Digital. Avatar 2 is a hybrid movie with live action mixed with CG characters in both live and CG environments. Underwater filming challenges were solved by the development of an underwater 3D camera, shooting in a plastic ball-filled 900,000-gallon pool to minimize reflections, and training the actors to do long breath holds for the performance capture technique. The plot of this trailblazing, technologically brilliant movie is weak and unfortunate, reduced to Quaritch versus Sully. This isn't Jake Sully's story, or Quaritch's. This story is about Pandora. Quaritch should have died. Quaritch's survival strikes a false note. Cameron already said he will be the villain in the 3 remaining sequels. Avatar 3 is 95% filmed, according to producer John Landau, with an anticipated December 2024 release. Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Stephen Lang and Cheech Pounder reprised their roles from Avatar 1. Sigourney Weaver returns, but now plays Kiri, the daughter of her avatar. She is the most empathetic character in the film. Kate Winslet, the breath-holding champion of the cast, plays Ronal. Despite the CG characters looking impressive, they are shallow, especially Quaritch. I did not have the empathy for them that I had for Amphibian Man in The Shape of Water. I want to feel, not just see. That was missing for me. The pastel colors of Pandora are intoxicating. The underwater scenes are literally breathtaking. The action sequences are spectacular, especially the hour-long final battle. My favorite is when Payakan wraps a harpoon wire around a speedboat and cheese slices it along with the arm of its captain, Scoresby. Many scenes were too long for me and could have been trimmed. Sometimes you have to kill your darlings to improve the tempo of the movie. The time could have been saved for a much needed recap for a sequel done 13 years after the original. I recommend Avatar 2. It's a feast for the eyes and ears, and when seen in 3D, the most immersive cinema experience to date. My biggest criticism is the plot, which is simply a novatized Quaritch versus Sully. The simplistic plot, Quaritch's resurrection after the first installment, his survival at the end of the second, and the 3 planned sequels Marvelize the franchise. It's ironic that a brilliant filmmaker could have placed so little value on a great plot. Orson Welles introduced innovative filmmaking techniques in Citizen Kane, yet likely due to his radio and stage experience, recognized that for a movie to be great, you need a great plot. Enter Hank Mankiewicz. Avatar 2 is a very good movie that will make a lot of money and likely break box office records. It's not Casablanca or Citizen Kane or The Godfather. Does anybody remember how much money they made? I don't. Till next time, here's looking at you, kid.